Is the bear market over? Now, in order to answer that question, we've got to look at a few things that have been happening in the crypto space in the past few days.
Justice Department agents and prosecutors working in partnership with the Treasury Department and French law enforcement have disrupted BitSlotto.
FTX and SBF are not an exception. They are a rule. Literally 99% of crypto is a scam. Total, really, bubble, Ponzi scheme is going bust.
So we've had a FUD-filled week. Now, despite having all this FUD and even more FUD, including some of the SEC FUD that's going out against several crypto companies.
SEC is taking on crypto trading platform Nexo. It's the agency's latest crypto enforcement action. The SEC charged the company with failing to register its crypto lending product.
Now, despite the entirety of this FUD, what we've seen is the prices of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin in general, has not been trending downwards as it always has. Now, we've got Genesis going bankrupt, filing for bankruptcy. Previously, when we had FTX bankruptcy, when we had Celsius bankruptcy, the prices of cryptocurrency tanked. But right now, they're proving to be a little bit more resilient. Now, that could mean that the market is shifting and is getting into that more bullish territory. And I do think that the sentiment around crypto investors is starting to change gradually. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean that I think that we're going straight to the moon overnight. But I have said this before, that this year, 2023, I think will be a year of massive sideways action. However, I do think that we're going to end the year at a much higher price than where we started off. I think that most probably the bottom is in. However, we will probably still see prices below 20,000 at some point. But the longer the time passes, the less probable it is that we'll see prices below 20,000 for Bitcoin again. So I think that now there's a window of opportunity for people who want to get in crypto at the cheap prices that we're at right now. Now, that's not to say we will not dip to the $10,000 price prediction that Richard Hart gave out, and that some other people also have made that same prediction. It's not to say that, but it is to say that I think that the probability as more time passes that we will see lower prices gets less and less and less and less. So for those who want to dollar cost average, I think 2023 will be the perfect year for that. Now, it's hard to tell when is the best time to start deploying capital, but that's for everyone to decide for themselves and say, okay, what's the best strategy that I can use right? However, all in all, the market is starting to look a lot stronger. And as we get to where we are right now, the reasons why we've had low crypto prices was obviously all the collapses that happened in the crypto space. And now they're not as impactful as before. Now, we could still see another black swan event, but I think that's highly unlikely. Another thing is interest rates. The Federal Reserve and central banks around the world have been increasing interest rates. I think that's going to come to an end pretty soon. That's going to change. That narrative is going to change soon, and then we will start to see a shift as well, and that will also support the good price performance for cryptocurrency. However, guys, having said all of this stuff, which I think is extremely valuable question, I'm going to leave you with one clip and a question at the end of it, right? Will cryptocurrency still keep pumping forever, or will that change? Thank you guys for watching, and remember, none of this is financial advice.
So the idea of something always going up, we know does not exist, but if nobody ever tells you that and you're quite young and you dabble a little and then you dabble more and then you borrow to dabble in all of this, that is a hugely damaging societal issue. So I think that in one sense where we are today, because of recent events, which we would all rather didn't happen, people will be more aware of the downside.